Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome back to She Reads Tarot. My name is Catherine, and we're going to get started with your message for Taurus. If you are new to the channel, please go ahead and hit the like button for me. It does help with notifications, and also make sure you are subscribed to the channel so that you can be notified when I'm uploading all of my videos. All right, I do monthly readings for all 12 signs on this channel. I also do collective readings and various different types of spreads. And if you all have anything that you would like to see specifically, please send me an email or you can put a note in the comment section. Okay, I do like to pay attention to what you guys are wanting to see. All right. And make sure that I am available and giving you guys what you want. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and start with your overall energy here, Taurus. Okay. Okay. So I feel that for some of you that um, may have been in a relationship, this is an energy of walking away from a situation that you knew, probably knew from the start that this wasn't something that was likely to end up being long term or working out for you in the end. And that's exactly what happened. I feel there was someone that you may have been dealing with that was dealing with other people on the side. This could have been a long situation, or it could have just been, right away off the bat when you started with this person, you realized that they had a lot of other things going on. And again, you decided that it was best to part ways. Now, with this thug energy, I am getting kind of like bad boy, bad girl vibe, kind of a sense of knowing that this character is kind of shady when you got with this person. And, with blocked here, it's almost like, this is pretty much the best idea for everyone. I feel like you're going to end up, even perhaps some of you may even end up putting like, a block on your phone so that this person can't get through. All right. There also may be an energy of this person may be spamming. They may be going to other devices and getting through to you. So you're having to send calls or divert calls because of this energy. I just get a bad news vibe about this person. Okay, some of you may have gotten with this person and thought that, you know, gosh, I don't know if I, I'm not really comfortable. You may have kind of felt some type of way or energy about this person right away that kind of lets you know, I don't know that I want to move forward. Now, we have backstab under the deck with pregnancy here. All right, fake news, DNA. Um, Again, it's kind of giving me energy of this person is messy. It's giving me energy of you're finding out things that this person may have done behind your back. They may also have other situations going on out there. People are saying that they've been involved with this person. People saying this person got them pregnant, all right, or that they have a baby out there somewhere. God forbid, but that happens, right? Um, and now I'm getting with fake busy and rejected here. Um, this either there's an energy of you're going to get to the point where you're just kind of like basically kind of hiding from this person. It's almost like, hoping that you can just avoid this person until they just go away type energy. Not really dealing with the situation directly, but rejecting this person by, you know, being busy every time they call, you're washing your hair or going, packing to go out of the country or something like that. Hoping that this person will get the message and just kind of go elsewhere, right? So I'm getting vibes of you blocking this before it even happens, shutting this situation down before you even go down this road. I'm getting this is almost an energy of you're currently in this situation. However, you're finding your way out of it. You're currently in it. You're seeing that it's no good, and you're trying to find ways to just kind of get away from this person, and hopefully this person goes away. I don't see that happening easily right away, but there's a sense of you're hoping that you can just kind of avoid the situation altogether. Let's look at the tarot messages and see what we got here, and then we'll look at some more oracle. So, Taurus, you may have a bit of a stalker situation on your hands. Um, or just an overall energy of, you know what, this person is just bad news, and I don't even want to get involved in a situation because this is how it's going to turn out. Like, if these things are already happening with someone in the connection, you probably want to avoid it all together. Okay. Off the top: Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Page of Swords, the Fool, and the Eight of Cups, right? Like I said, bad news from the start. We have the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. This is giving me indication of, some sort of escalation, or there's going to be some sort of an event that takes place, and it's going to lead you to a place of just wanting to be by yourself, just wanting to be alone, wanting to take care of yourself, not deal with anybody else, being free or independent. But there's a situation, and the Ace of Wands can even represent a one night stand. It can represent, someone who's, making decisions on their passions, you know what I mean? Leading to situations that um, don't last, should we say, and winding up single. This is also an indication of someone who may be sleeping around, all right? And this is going to lead you to ending the connection with that person. Sorry about this, guys. I just realized my queen and my C was all discombobulated. Okay, sorry. I had to fix it. But yes, with the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords, this is all about messages, right? Anytime I see the page, it indicates a message, or someone has a message, or there's a message being given, or someone is wanting to communicate something. We have cups and we have swords. This is all about emotions. This is also about a form of communication. It could also be thoughts. Um, that Page of Cups is an indication of making plans, and the Page of Swords is an indication of, could potentially be a third party, could potentially be an indirect way, or reaching out to someone on the side or on the DL. We have side hustle here. I'm just getting a strong vibe of, you may be getting information, or you may be finding out someone may be coming to let you know, or you may be literally, with the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords, literally questioning in your mind what is happening. Like, just you know that there's something else going on. You can't quite put your finger on it. You're asking questions. You may be curious. There may be a bit of anxiety or even a little bit of fear that something is happening and you are wanting to get to the bottom of it. Now, with the Fool and the Eight of Cups, okay, this is it. This is an energy of, okay, I'm packing my bag. I'm getting ready to go. I can't take this anymore. With the Eight of Cups, there's an energy of being emotionally overwhelmed, um, emotionally over it, just kind of ready to leave things behind. Do you know what I'm saying? You're seeking your own truth. You're on a journey towards your truth, right? You are looking for peace. You are feeling vulnerable. There's an energy of not really trusting a lot of people, okay? And you just want to be alone. There's an energy of, I just want to be left alone. So you may be finding yourself moving, okay? That Fool indicates travel. So you may be taking a short trip. With the Eight of Cups, there's just an indication of being emotionally over a situation and needing to go. So, yeah, I feel like this person may even be emotionally draining. Um, you know what I'm saying? So, again, I'm getting stalker vibes. I'm getting vibes of energy of people who just aren't going to let go. And you're going to end up walking away. You're going to end up emotionally, you know, removing yourself from the situation so that it does not affect you. Under the deck, we have the Sun, the Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so we have quite a bit of pentacles here. We have the Sun card. Okay, so it starts off this way, and this is the first card underneath the deck. So I'm getting an energy of confidence. I'm getting an energy of also awakening or truth, a moment of truth here. All right, with the Sun card, the sun, the first thing you see when you wake up is sunlight, right? There's an energy of you have made it through the night, joy and happiness and optimism and confidence, and all of those things come when you wake up, when your eyes are open. Energy. So there's an energy of your eyes being opened. With the Queen of Pentacles here, well, this is a representation of perhaps motherhood. Okay. This could be you waking up and realizing that this energy is present. This could also be a representation of a mother or nurturing, the aspect of being nurtured. This also is representative of being um, being compassionate. Okay. Also, the Queen of Pentacles represents an abundance of something. And we have the Sun with the Queen of Pentacles. So I am getting an energy of you're seeing truth, you're realizing the truth, you're opening your eyes to the truth, and this is what you're getting. The truth is coming in here about this Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay. So keep that in mind. Next, we have the Five of Pentacles here. This is the force driving forward this truth. And that Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, this is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. And if you notice, we have the Three of Pentacles here with the Knight of Swords. Okay, so that Knight of Swords represents a change in direction. It also represents someone who's coming in to change the trajectory or the direction of the way things are going. That Three of Pentacles here, this is all about people that are, working with each other, right? To change the direction of a situation, to turn things around. The Three of Pentacles, this also represents, you know, that third wheel, if you want to say. um Three is a crowd, or there's an energy of, we're sharing something, and that is going to be what the game changer is for this situation. The Seven of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles here, this is all about almost like a sense of, that something is coming. It's like a dread. It's like the moment that you dreaded all along. Like you knew you were dealing with the player, and it was only a matter of time before you had to deal with the side chick, or you had to deal with a baby mama, or you had to deal with an accusation of this person doing something. So here you go. It's almost like you were just waiting for the shoe to drop, waiting for the shoe to drop, seeing the truth of the matter, waiting for the shoe to drop. And then we have the game changer, which is going to be when this Three of Pentacles. There's an energy of, you know what? You know, the thought of you going back and forth was one thing. But the reality, when you have this Three of Pentacles, it's almost like it's realized. It's almost like, okay, like I kind of felt like you were a cheater and you were no good. I've heard rumors even that you were potentially this person. I should have walked away. I should have left the situation. And I feel like, again, the majority of you are walking away from this early on. Because again, with the Three of Pentacles, it's like, you know what? Three is a crowd. Like, it's one thing just hearing about it. It's one thing having rumors, because people talk, and, people can say things all day long, and it, can affect you, but not to the point of if it were actually happening. And with the Knight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, I just feel like the realization of the fact that this is going on is what is going to change everything. So you're not going to be able to put up with it. With that Eight of Cups, it's letting me know you're not being taken for a fool. It's one thing for people to be saying things, but it's another thing for it to really be a thing. And once that happens, Cancer, I'm sorry, Taurus, I can tell you, once that happens, you're going to be done. Look, under the deck, we also have the Five of Swords and the Two of Cups, right? You're going to feel like everything that this person tells you, or everything this person does after this point, is going to be like, do I trust you? Can I really trust that? I don't think so. You're not going to be comfortable. It's going to be mind game after mind game, and it's going to be more work than it's worth. Okay. So again, you're not going to play the fool with the Fool and Eight of Cups. You're going to take a stance of, I will just leave. You know what I mean? I will, hopefully you go away, because I'll just avoid you like the plague. But if you just refuse, Taurus, that's one thing I can tell you, that you're not the type of person that is going to back down from a challenge. And especially if somebody is stalking you or putting you in a situation you don't want to be in, they don't call you the bull for nothing, is all I can say. So they're going to have a hell of a time trying to force you to stay in the situation. So let's look now to see what the challenges are, or potential challenges that you may be facing, or challenges that you have encountered or are undergoing with this person. Let's just see. We'll look at past, current, and future challenges. I'll pull one card for each. How about that? Okay, so one just came out. Oh, two. Okay, so let's just put that back. Actually, let's take them. So we'll have past, current. Interesting. Interesting that we got this. Again, y'all, look at that. And future. Okay, that makes sense to me. So the past challenges here shows up as paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, and enjoying each other. And again, I feel like that is kind of the energy or the attitude that you took on when you first got with this person. Like, you know what? I'm enjoying myself with this person. I'm having a good time with them. They ain't hurt me yet. Like, I know I don't trust them. I know they seem shady. I know that it's probably bad news bears dealing with this person, but I'm having a good time, so I'm just going to avoid that. That's kind of, I think, where you ended up. Now, with coffin here in the current energy, it's like, when is this going to be over? Like, I just want this to be over. I wish I had never got myself in this situation. And how soon can we just bury this, walk away, and act like it never existed? That is it. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. Like, how can you just get from one bad situation to the next? Like, I don't care what it is, as long as it's not this. I just want to be over and done with this. So I feel that currently you are sitting in a position of just wanting it to be over. You really don't care, like, you know, what needs to happen. You just don't want to remember that you made this decision. You just kind of want it to go away. There is a challenge in that. And with the future challenges we have is cassette. All right. Outdated thinking, conditioning, and replaying events over in your head. So I feel like it's going to be the woulda, shoulda, couldas, the why didn't I's, the I should have's, and I wish I had have's. All of that is going to come in as a factor after the fact, because I feel like you knew in the beginning, but you avoided it because it felt good at the time, or it, you know, yeah, you just kind of like, you're going to go backwards. And there's the energy of not trying to focus on moving forward. Once you bury a situation and it's over and done, Taurus, let it go. You know what I mean? And don't continue to bully even yourself, right? There's the energy of, don't bully yourself about decisions you've made. It is what it is. Okay. Under the deck, heartbroken, right? So it is. There's the energy of, you're feeling bad, you're hurt, you can't believe that this person took you there, right? Take your pride or your ego out of the situation and realize that this happens to the best and the worst of us. Just think about how we all were in terror, utter terror, at the video and the footage that came out with Beyonce and Solange in that elevator with Jay-Z, and Solange taking her, did she take her shoe off and throw it at him? It was like mayhem. That girl went absolutely, that's what I call buck, what do you call it? Buck fool, buck wild. She went full buck wild on Jay-Z in that elevator. Okay. That's what is coming to my mind right now when I'm seeing this heartbroken card, because there's the energy of, yes, it's really hurtful of what this person has done. And the initial energy is going to be that you want to lash out, whether it's at someone else, whether it's at yourself. That is just going to be the first thing. See twin flames here, right? There's an energy of, I knew better, or I should have known better. Yin yang, zen, balance, union, um, duality, okay, coupling, and complementing each other. So again, and we have the golden mirror, okay, with axe. So it's an energy of looking at yourself. It says self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing, and axe. It's almost like, I should have seen this. It's almost like this golden mirror was right in front of you, or you were right in front of this golden mirror, and I should have seen it from a distance, but I didn't. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. Okay, so again, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. That's why we have the Sun and the Queen of Pentacles, because again, the more you see the truth, the more you're awakened, the more the truth is in your face as to what is really going on. I feel like the more you will be empowered to, you know what, I'm just going to hurry up and get out of this situation, and we're going to learn from it, and I'm going to uh, be better. Okay. I'm going to be better at the end of the day. That's all it is about. That's all it is about. Okay. So that is going to be the challenge for you. Let's look at the tarot messages here. Let's look at the tarot. Challenge for Taurus. What is the challenge for Taurus, please? Oops. Okay. And we have the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Chariot. Listen, it is what it is, right? So with the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Swords, this is a situation of defending yourself, or an energy of blocking someone or protecting someone from getting to you, right? I should have defended myself more. I should have known better. The Queen of Swords is an energy of intuition, truth, seeing uh seeing something from a distance, side-eyeing a situation, spidey senses kicking in. And the Chariot is all about you moving on, moving forward. Also an indication of traveling, okay? Getting in your chariot and riding off into the wind. Do you see what I'm saying? Questioning a situation and knowing when it's time to go. Knowing when it's time to go. And with the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Swords, it's an energy of being defensive about the fact that this person got through, that you didn't block this person, you didn't see it. But the challenge, I feel, again, is letting go of the fact that this didn't happen. Do you know what I'm saying? Learning from the situation, moving forward, and taking that as your lesson, and letting your lessons end up being your blessings, or a blessing for someone else. Okay? A blessing for someone else. You can help someone else out in the future. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Death card. Okay? Again, taking, listen, this is all about transition, changing something that was meant for your detriment and turning it into an opportunity, right? Turning it into a golden opportunity. That's what the Ace of Pentacles is. It's a golden opportunity, something that is going to end up being better and better. It's just the beginning of good things to come. And with the Death card, it's all about letting go, transitioning, turning your endings into new beginnings, right? That's what this is. Taking your lemons and making lemonade out of the situation. Because you're going to be able to help someone else. We have the Four of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Okay, this is an indication of family, perhaps. With the Nine of Wands, this is you being there for someone in the future. This is also an indication of being resilient. This is an indication of you being very committed. Do you know what I'm saying? and moving towards a situation where you are with someone that you can trust, right? Because of everything that you've been through in the past, you're going to be better off for it moving forward. You're going to be able to make decisions that are good for you moving forward. Okay. So, turning your lessons into blessings, not crying over spilled milk, okay, but using that as a teaching tool for future situations or other people that you may be responsible for or the people that look up to you. Take it how it resonates. So, what is the advice? Which I think we just kind of went over that too, but let's see what Spirit has to say. So, door to personal healing and happiness. Interesting. That door is opening, and there is beautiful, beautiful healing waters. There is a also a promise here with this rainbow, a bit of a covenant, okay, because of what was already done. There's the energy of your door to healing and happiness is now open. All you have to do is walk through it, right? You're not going to sit on the other side of that door. And, there's no sense in crying over spilled milk ever, right? If somebody hurts you, that's going to be their loss at the end of the day, right? Despite whether or not you could have prevented it from happening, okay? We have to get out of our own ego, I feel like, is what needs to happen. Take your ego out of the situation. Um, and look, we have remain positive in the reverse. See what I'm saying? I feel like there's a sense of a situation is only going to be as negative as you are. So you see that? It's as easy as that. The situation that you are in is only going to be as negative as you are within yourself. Because if you remain positive, even in a situation that is crazy, at the end of the day, the craziness will be weeded out. The positivity will remain within you and everywhere you go. And your situations that you step into will become positive because of the positivity that you bring to it. Do you see what I mean? Sometimes situations are just going to be bad until you get there. Do you know what I mean? So there's no sense in picking apart a situation for how bad it is. Why don't you instead focus on the good that you have within? And and if you can't, then maybe you need to go and figure that out for yourself. That could be a key indication of maybe why you're in such negative situations. You see what I mean? Because all of life is guaranteed to be one massive negative situation. It's the positivity that is in you. Hopefully, what is put in you when you came here that will change things. It says there's something better, and then we have man holding a heart. There's something better and man holding a heart. Look at that. There is something better coming, and we have someone who is actually holding a heart. So there's an energy of compassion. The Queen of Pentacles. Remember the Queen of Pentacles we talked about? That is all about compassion. Okay. The Sun and the Queen of Pentacles. There it is. There is something better coming. And man holding a heart, Queen of Pentacles. Look at this. Something positive is coming towards you because of the compassion that you had for others. Even if this is the only positive thing that has come out of this entire situation, is the fact that you were honest and you cared about this person, baby, you are going to be blessed in the end. Your karma is going to remain your karma. they may have a double portion of bad karma because of the fact that they did all these things to someone who was so kind, loving, and nurturing, and you know what I mean, and didn't do anything towards them to deserve that. So there's something better coming towards you because of the compassion that you had for this person, even though with the sun card, it's like you knew the truth, or in finding out the truth, you were still compassionate towards this person. Um, Under the deck, we have compromise, trust, and ask your angels. The thinking woman and community. Again, I'm getting an energy of you're going to have some assistance. It says ask your angels, and this is just telling me that with compromise and trust here, when your trust is being compromised, or if there's an energy of someone has done something wrong towards you, you know what I mean, and you're trying to reconcile with that in your mind, or if you're looking for answers, you know what I'm saying, sometimes there just is no answer as to why people do the hurtful things that they do, right? With thinking woman and community, it's almost like you're just trying to justify with the number 47 here. I'm getting justice. I'm getting there's an energy of you thinking heavily, trying to justify in your mind how people can do certain things. And again, that cassette, going over and over things in your mind. We have the golden mirror and cassette. It's like, don't put people up on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? And also, don't be absorbed. Don't sit there and go over and over things over again about why bad people do bad things, because you'll never come up with an answer that is going to be sufficient in yourself, because that there is no sufficient answer to justify that question. So, stop trying to have the answers as to why things happen that should not be explainable. You know what I mean? When people do things to hurt others, the question should not be, why did they do this? You know what I mean? It should be there, it shouldn't even be a question. It should just be a reminder to yourself of why you surround yourself with like-minded people like you, why it's so important for you to be committed and very caring and compassionate towards others, and also why it's also very important for you to talk to others, ask questions when you have questions about others, and trust that the people that are around you are also going to be there to help you. Okay. So I don't know who this is helping, but I do feel like with the world in perfect timing here in Journey, I feel and peaceful resolution here. I feel that this is directly giving somebody the answers that they need to kind of cut ties with the situation that they know isn't good. You know that you shouldn't be in a situation right now. And I feel like I'm speaking to someone who is literally in a situation like this. There is no justification in the world. Okay. So don't continue harping over it. Um, just the fact that your eyes are open now, and that you are moving now, and that you are taking steps towards your freedom, journey, and peaceful resolution. I feel like you're going to get the answers that you need. You're going to get the answers that you need, and you're going to have the closure right when you need it. The world in perfect timing. You're going to get closure right when you're supposed to get it. Everything happens in perfect timing for our purpose. Okay, think about that. Think about how you can help other people that are in this journey that may be, beating up on themselves because they're in a situation that they feel like they could have avoided. You may end up helping someone in a situation like that, and they are going to end up helping someone else. And that's how the world goes around. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this message. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Until next time, God bless you. Mwah. Bye.